Larry Jones. I just wanted to give my opinion of the 970 memory issues. It does suck that the L2 controller is disabled because of the crossbar and the ROPs are not was what they were advertised at the beginning. But from someone that has used the card for right around a month, I have had no issue going over or even near the 3.5 GB threshold where everything stutters and all that. I've played Skyrim where I've got texture packs, but I'm also gaming at 1080p. Yes, there are some titles that are starting to hit the VRAM on that, but a lot of people probably have mistakenly enabled that super dynamic resolution where it'll take 4K and scale it to 1080p, and that could cause issues. That was my cat that kicked my tripod. But most humans do not see past the resolution of 1080p with their eyes, and they don't really see much past 60 frames per second. I like higher frames per second because if I do hit stuttering, I don't just 60 say if I got vertical sync on, I'm at 60 frames, hit a stutter area, drop to 40, it's noticeable. But if I turn VSync off, I'm at 160, it drops to 140, it's not as bad. I don't notice it. Plus, most people use MFAA, MSAA, those samplings of the anti-aliasing, and that's a performance hit too. I don't care how your rig is, if you probably turn them off, you're gonna get great performance. I'm not using them because I am on an AMD rig, and I see some issues. I'm getting white balance face out because of my 27-inch monitor there, and you can see the setup. Great, by the way. And I'm running ArcGauge right over there on another computer on another account. But I've used it. A friend of mine actually saw my system. I've overclocked to the 980 speeds, and my boost clock is even higher than the 980s. And I went from on Tomb Raider benchmark from 26 minimum frames per second to 56 on just an overclock alone of the clock. The GPU, I haven't done anything with memory because I tried memory and gaming. I was fine. Then when I got out of the game, it crashed. But I think it's a lot to do with my system because I'm on AMD. But AMD is being sued over the VRAM on the 970. Yes, it is still 4 gigs. It just has trouble accessing the last 512, 500, or you want to call it, megabytes, which is not really a lot. It's only a half of a gig. We don't even have computers sold at 512 megabytes of RAM anymore. A lot of times they're not even sold at 1 or 2 or 3. It's 4 gigs minimum. So yeah. And I say some of these people that have these slowdowns are got everything cranked and everything, and they've probably just everything cranked and gaming at 2K, 4K in single card don't help. And plus, with what I've heard on the rumor mills of DirectX 12, SLI now may take, if on 2 cards where it's mirroring the RAM, and it's basically you've got that other RAM not being mirrored, it's actually being used as a video buffer. So that 3.54 gigs 970 effectively becomes 7 to 8 gigabyte cards. And custom 6, 8 gig 970s are probably in the works right now by the card vendors. And I saw on YouTube where Nvidia's being sued, which false advertising on certain things, yes, I can understand. And I'm not cutting them any slack. They should have talked more with engineering and their marketing sections. Sorry, I keep my own tripod that time. And they should have talked more, and maybe it wouldn't have been as bad and re-advertised it as they cat kicked it at them. It's a 3.5 card area stop. But what gets me is people are also suing Gigabyte in that class action lawsuit, which I don't understand, cause they took the GPU, put it on a board. It's Nvidia that designed, cut it down, and all that, which I don't know how that crossbar was cut, how the L2 was cut out. Is it still there, it just disabled in BIOS, or is it actually physically cut on the lines inside the dies? But if it's not disabled hardware wise, could Nvidia just issue a BIOS and re-enable that L2, keep the other sections there out on the for the CUDA core count, and give us back the full 2 megs of L2 cache and non-cut down on the crossbar, and give us the advertised ROPS and speed up that 512 and get it re-engineered back into the section of that and not have the issue anymore? Don't know. We'll find out. Thank you.